Alright, what's good? It's your boy Mr. Wonka 7. Let me get this shit out of here. That would end the speed run if we're talking about movement. Although I have seen people do dumb shit in the speed run and then still PB or win record time. And it makes beating the record much easier around. But I like how fluffy everything feels now that I got that level up. So I gotta go to the north. Then where? Remember this shit? Me stopping to read? Well, it's coming back. It's all grown up now. North, east, south. I could have guessed something like that. I'm tired of these ugly ass fishes. I'm tired of a lot of things in this world map. Let me check something out. First off. So we got a ways to go before we level up next time. I hope I didn't misinterpret directions, because that would be a waste of time. Also, the encounter rate in this game has to chill. Hmm. So, if I eventually find a town named Gazal, like Gazal Greens, I guess that's my destination. That looks like Canaan. Is it? It's Canaan. This is like the town that I can remember in terms of its name. Aside from like Sassoon. Yeah, I figured it'd be chocobo related with a motif like that. Oh, shit. I remember my best friend and I were playing Birth of Fire 2, and I joked about how one of the innkeepers was hot, and he's like, "That's a 16-bit woman. What's wrong?" Well, this is 8-bit, and I still find her hot. So, yeah, I guess I'm fucked up. Carrot, what's that good for? Giving it to chocobos? That reminds me of Kingdom Hearts when you were doing that mini game with Tigger, bouncing on carrots and shit. Okay. I hope I gave it a breezy. Yeah, I did. I might just have to grind as an excuse to get a lot of money at this point. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple of them. Even that might not have been a necessary number. Might have OD'd. But this is a very simple town now that I think about it. There's not a whole lot going on here. Hmm. Okay, maybe I should go to an inn. I know there's a secret item or some type of secret around here. Hey, I'm about to get my lap danced on. No, I'm getting better. How long until all my homies get their laps danced on? They can store things in their guts. Why can't I talk to the shopkeeper? It ain't gonna count that? So there's a secret around this inn, if not the next inn. Hmm. Okay. That's a nice Easter egg. Okay. Now begins our long and painful trip back. But it sure is nice to replay some of these games with some newfound direction so you can actually get through to the plot. I knew about the differences between this game and the remake before I even got it because I read a walkthrough by one of the designers of it. It goes Hiromichi Tanaka. So I knew that in this version of the game they were all going to be mute. Well, they're not mute, but they don't have a distinct personality. I'm really enjoying this over the remake. The remake is doo doo. Like, I was being easy on it at first, but nah. The other thing is that this looks really good on emulation because on a computer screen it's not going to get stretched out. I usually play some shit on TV. The resolution matters because that's goes beyond just how big the screen is. What's poppin'? I miss you guys from one. I played that 2 years ago. These guys need to make a comeback. And when's the last time we saw some dwarves? 4? If I get near it, like, I'll probably get punched by a force field. In Tolkien, dwarves were supposed to represent Jews, and elves were supposed to represent Celts. So I don't really see the connection here. That metaphor isn't really translated by the Japanese. Hmm. So let me see. Dwarf cave. Okay. So what else do I sew? I'm gonna sell this. We don't need that. Yo, the item shop symbol is looking tight. Arabic. I know the first three games were programmed by Nazir, an Iranian American. He's like half Iranian, half something else. Italian. So ice armor. Supposedly he wanted me to get the guy who wrote this walkthrough, a shining staff. But I'm gonna pass unless it's for a scripted purpose. Just because no one in my squad uses a staff. Freezing. Yeah, that should be good enough, I guess. Oh, it does suck not having Desh around. Even though I'm not gonna be tearing over him being gone. I mean, I'm probably gonna miss his changing color palettes. Oh, so we're gonna get a dungeon right here. In that case, let me save right now. But I do really miss the dwarves. Like, I'm not really a Tolkien guy. But if 16 has, like, a high fantasy setting, that would be lit. Oh, these elves, they go in. Straight savages. Status. It would also be nice to have a sidekick with you who can give you advice 24/7. Rock blocks the path. Like, I will say this game has a lot of personality. Not really, it's kind of dry. But there is definitely a Miyazaki vibe that I get from this, and one of the scenario writers intended to do it that way. Time to toad up. So that's all. That's it for the charges. Let me kiss you. Moi. We're gonna make it out of here. They're cheesing dumb hard. These bombs look Mexican, actually. No, they look kind of like designer, or if they look like designer, they also look like Sheen from Jimmy Neutron. Fuck it, I'm gonna die anyway. These guys don't even like incrementally tease blowing themselves up. They just do it if they're about to die. Art is an explosion. Huh. Uh, Nadara is a character in Naruto I think died a little too early. In fact, a lot of characters from that time, like 2007, 2008, died a bit too quickly. Even when some of them came back to life, like the war arc, they didn't have all of them. It was kind of like dull ass world building most of the time. And I want to do a rant on Boruto. I already know when it comes to my Naruto, I goes in. This game takes advantage of its perspective with some of the puzzles. Okay. That's what I am right now. Psych. You know that's not true. When I'm done with this recording session, I'm probably going to be going OD on the gym. Put in mad work. It's a deadlift day today. Maybe I'll do some bent over rows. They look like they'd hit more moderately than they actually do. Merman. So that's what they call these recolored Sahajins. Merman. Oh, that makes me wonder, because I can kind of see how, in actuality, people would see a seagull when it's really dark out and think that's a woman, that's a mermaid. Like, if you're from a place where the women are usually like thick, yeah, it's not unusual. Oh damn, this guy looking, this guy's looking like Nicki Minaj. Oh shit. Cusco kind of reminds me of Cusco from The Emperor's New Groove. Get on your bully. Damn. Damn, you useless. Damn. I wonder if this guy has any elemental weaknesses. Damn. So I can see how someone would say that magic users aren't really that good, especially if you don't use crowd control the way I do, because you can't actually cheese bosses with them. And this red mage is doo-doo. I might as well just switch him to the front row. That's what I'm gonna do. At least that was a crit. Didn't even have time to change his position. Oh, this game isn't being nice. Wants me to go all the way back. Do I got a spell that can warp me back? Damn. That's got me type salty. They really want me to trek all the way back. Yeah. But I might as well use Breezy just as a swordsman. If his presence is... Okay, so this guy's like a partner to me, this horn thing. If his presence in the front row is too much of a burden, I'll switch him back. I mean, it's an improvement. But if you think about it, this isn't really a return to form for me from Final Fantasy 1 because I didn't have a monk, I had a thief. But we don't get thieves yet. Do we? That doesn't really matter to me. Just as I was about to check my EXP, well, at least I have a bigger reason to check it now. Because we got new enemies. Damn. Speaking of which, I do have a link to like the NES remake of Final Fantasy VII that was made in China, but that one looks type whack. So it's competently made though. This is giving me a nice itch for some 8-bit RPGs. Fight. Oh, okay. I didn't know that he had more charges. Well, it's certainly an improvement. Nice. At this rate, I'll be level 16 for the whole squad. Or never mind. Now Drizzy gets some spotlight. Can't wait till it goes back to Wheezy. It's so funny when they get disqualified. Imagine if like when Drizzy dies, that's like game over for me. Oh no, it switches over to the princess lady and perhaps even Dash. I'm dead. Okay. These dwarves are starting to piss me off now. Quick, go before he blocks it. Yeah. I like your interactions with it. Wait, before the force field claps your ass. Maybe there's another way of doing this. Okay. It's not as simple as it looks. Go to the right and face right. Okay, that's actually... Let's type weird. but okay, whatever. I don't know, Nicki Minaj, Mr. Popo's wife. You just let him do it. Fuck that shit. I'm taking a nap. I'm just going on a boss killing spree this run. At least the first episode was just me doing nothing, but at least now I'm putting in work. Oh, that's right. Now I remember something. I'm level 16 now, so that has to have an effect on my attack multiplier when I become level 17. If I get too over level for this boss battle, it might be tombstone for somebody. Well, I need the float spell to get through here, though. Is there even a float spell? No, I'm just gonna have to walk through lava, I guess. They put a number on freaking Breezy. Let me check health. Okay, no one's getting hurt from this. Which is weird, by the way. I just love this guy. He gives me such a Dragon Ball Z vibe. I know the character designs here were done by Yoshitaka Amano of Vampire Hunter D fame. Damn. Okay. I kind of want to turn level 17 just to like finesse this next boss. That'd be good. Just finesse the hell out of everybody. Damn. Hmm. Maybe I should dip after that. Yep, it's time for me to dip. Well, at least it wasn't fruitless. After all that, did reward my squad with some more EXP, just a little bit more EXP. Now that I'm starting to think about it, I'm starting to miss when inns didn't cost a damn thing. Because I could just jump on the bed. I didn't have to, like, talk to nobody, hit buttons and stuff. And I wasn't automatically thrown out. You see, they throw you out because the door stays open. You could get infinite heals in a way. Actually, that wouldn't be necessary since it's not like you get encounters right outside the inn. Okay. I'm not about to let Breezy get hit by that. His armor isn't as good. The monks are just beasts. They really want me to hit that level up. I should probably use some Ice 3 whenever I get to one of those bomb enemies. Actually, that's a very smart idea. Hmm. That's right, with everything. Make this easy for me. And I kept my promise with Breezy. If I felt that it would be a problem to keep him in that role, I would take him out. I don't want him in the front if he's going to be doing marginally better damage. And we around these killers wasting our potions. That was actually pretty botched. 2 hits? That's crazy. Good thing he can tank that. See, they're the real problem. What the hell is this high potion thing? Did I buy any? Should I go back to the intersection? So 94 to 47. Sweet. And I think we found our enemy's number with that weapon. So, make my way down. This, actually, that's pretty moderate. That's right, go hard. Ooh. That fight was just free EXP. If you already know, we could use as much as we can. This guy's gonna be the real problem, so. This, Alright, come on, put in work. That could have been a real nasty battle, but RNG was in my side. Even though it gave the illusion of wanting to kill me at that moment. Satis. But this encounter is pretty nasty just because of this dude. He hits like a truck, as DK would put it. The other guys are like lightweights. Maybe they have a move that's really nasty, but this dungeon isn't really about the status ailments like the previous one with Medusa. Or that's the one before the previous one. That, on the other hand, is a problem. Okay. This kid is soft. So we didn't get any of that EXP, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay, that's good enough for now. I knew it. That don't even look pasted in right. The floor the rock is on is a completely different color palette. So those guys have a stoning move, and that's what's nasty about them. That's the status of ailment of this dungeon you gotta worry about. And there has to be at least one for an old school RPG, because otherwise they don't really have a way of giving you real difficulty. I mean, here I'm just trading in EXP for potions, basically. Oh, and it disappears? Any secret passageways in that room? I should check the guide before continuing. Okay, some quick healing. I'm gonna have to restock on potions later on. You're so damn obsessed over this fire crystal. You might have obsession over the true rune of fire in Suikoden 3. Although the true runes in that game and that series were OP as hell. Stop sucking, man. You too, man. Ooh, that's a good ass hit. Yes. I'm gonna just throw in a south wind. Alright, all the experience for us. All the experience for the guy who puts in work anyway. At least that was intense for me. I talk to you again? You saw my homies got clapped. You ain't gonna even revive them? You cold. So did he die from exhaustion after running all the way here to tell us that? Did he deadass swim all the way here? Did you know that I just got some new jobs from putting in all that work? And that's why you're trying to talk to me now? At least it gives you direction. I ain't gonna front. Although, what made them think that you were gonna go back here again? Other than the fact that you probably got fucked up. And we did get fucked up. Although if I was level 17 with a damage multiplier, I would have clapped him like it was nothing. That wouldn't have been a challenge. But that's besides the point. Let's look at some of these new jobs. Because that's the real intrigue of defeating that boss. Reclaiming that crystal. So we get a hunter, a knight, a thief, and a scholar. Alright. I can't even equip that now. Hmm. Okay. I'll worry about equipment later because obviously that sword ain't valid. I was a 100 something, now I'm an 80 something. Let me check. Settlement. Maybe just slightly weaker. We'll figure out next time. Anyway, this has been your boy Miss Wonka7. It's been a long ass recording session. Suck my dick.